Hi everyone, my name's Veronica and I run kind of a health, wellness, fitness blog on Instagram called Strong with Veron. I hope everyone is staying safe, staying healthy, and staying at home right now. I know it's a difficult time for everyone. My friend Cara over at Jade Massotherapy asked me to share a few easy at-home stretches you guys can do. I know a lot of people are working from home. Me as a student, I'm taking all my classes online now, so I'm spending a lot of time at my laptop kind of hunched over. So these are just a few exercises, stretches that I like to do to loosen up at the end of the day. So the first thing I like to do is just a couple shoulder rolls, neck rolls, kind of loosen up after sitting at my laptop all day. So I just take my shoulders up and back and the other way. Just a couple times in each direction. And the same thing with the neck. Couple times each direction. Then the next thing I'll do is I'll take my hand, kind of place it over my head, and then I just gently use the weight of my arm pull my head down towards my opposite shoulder. I'm not forcefully pulling, I'm just gently letting gravity do the work here, stretching the side of your neck. And then I do the same thing on the other side. So the next thing I like to do is go through a couple rounds of CatCow. If you've ever done yoga before, this is pretty common in yoga. So what you do is you come to a tabletop position. So your shoulders should be over your wrists and your hips should be over your knees. So when you inhale, you're going to drop your belly and look forward. And when you exhale, you're going to bring everything in and around your spine. Inhale, look forward, exhale, around your spine. And I just go through a couple rounds. So the next thing I like to do to loosen up my upper body is what I like to call a bent over bear hug. So you're going to stand up. Your feet are going to be kind of hip width distance apart. You're going to bend over, try to touch your toes. Head's going to hang loose. Grab opposite elbows and then just sway back and forth. Make sure your head is just nice and relaxed in your neck. And this will really open up your back and your hamstrings. And I just kind of sway until I feel like I'm nice and stretched out. So another thing that's really important to stretch out after sitting all day are your hip flexors, which run this way on the front of your legs. So my favorite stretch to do is a lunge for your hip flexors. So what you're gonna do, bring your, whatever foot you wanna do first, bring it up towards the front of your mat, rug, whatever you're standing on, and then your back foot, you just wanna kind of scooch it back, drop your knee down, and then just kind of bring your body up. You can support yourself on your opposite leg. And so you should feel a nice deep stretch here in this back hip flexor. If this is too much, you can always kind of straighten up. You should still feel a pretty good stretch in your hip flexor here. If you bend forward like this, putting more weight on your front foot, you'll get a deeper stretch into this back quad as well. You can even drop your arms. Stretch out your hips even more. I usually like to hang out right here. This is good enough for me. So I'll do the lunge on both sides. Usually my right hip is tighter, so I'll spend more time on that side. And then the next thing I like to do, don't think it has an official name, so I will demonstrate. So I take my bottom leg and I'm gonna place my shin parallel to my mat. And then I'm gonna cross my top leg over by placing my opposite ankle over opposite knee. So it's totally okay if your knee is up like this. My knees go down, just depends on how flexible your hips are. So you're after in this position or this position or this position, wherever you are, you're just gonna kind of lay over your legs. So I just walk my hands out and drop my head And this will really stretch this part of your glutes, the outer hip. And I'll do that on both sides as well. So the last thing I like to do is a nice spinal twist. It also helps to open up your chest, which is really important after sitting all day. Hunched like this, you want to make sure you're opening your chest back up. So you're going to bring your knees to your chest, slowly roll backwards. And then you're going to drop your knees to one side or the other. You're going to open your arms into a T, and your head is going to turn the opposite direction of your knees. So you should really feel an opening up in your chest, as well as that deep spinal twist, which is a great rinse. And then you're going to bring your knees back to the center, give yourself a hug, and switch sides. Alright, I hope you guys found that video to be helpful. Stay safe and stay healthy.